Hi friends, good morning to me. I don't know when you're watching this, but today is Sunday, so I have to be at work soon. So I'm gonna paint for a little bit, and I was thinking, well, last night I had one of my good ideas. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Nope, just doing a weird face. My eyes are, I think I had too much salt. Oh yeah, but I love salt. So, I get my good ideas at night. So I was going through Pinterest, and I guess I was inspired because someone did this like cool digital art mermaid situation. Let me find it. Oh goodness, did I don't know if I even pinned it. Could have sworn I did. Apparently not. But so it was a mermaid sitting, so you see her back, and I was like, you know what, I like that. My dog, so we just went to go get coffee, and he ate the cat food, so he's a little in trouble right now. Now he's yelling, he's like, hey, love me. And I'm like, well, you kind of messed up just now, man, so I can't like say I love you, because then that means it's okay for you to do that. So he's in a little bit of a timeout right now. And by timeout, I mean, I just don't pet him. So, and that lasts for about 5 minutes, and then I forget, and then I'm like, oh, I love you again. Not that I ever stopped. Anyways. So, I'm gonna do a mermaid. Another mermaid. Just because, also, it's either that or a fairy. And I used to draw fairies a lot when I was a kid. Like, I remember I had this phase. I was in French class with my friend Bosma. And me and Bosma were like, sir, no. Me and Bosma, we were like, we'd go through these like phases with like our gel pens and stuff. And like, we'd like, I was going through this like cursive phase, and like we'd draw like a little fairy in the corner, and then she'd be like, I want one, and I'd be like, okay, I'll draw you one. And then me and her, actually, we would dominate in PE class. This is in high school. No, me and Bosma were in French class in 7th grade, and then when we were in high school, we were in a bunch of classes, but we were in the same PE class. So I'm going off on a tangent, but we would kill at badminton. And my boyfriend likes to say, that's the really easy sport. It's not that hard. Some people suck at it, and I dominated, okay? Me and Bosma, we made up this thing called Z-Smosh mode, and we'd look at each other, and we'd be like, Z-Smosh, and then we would just like, the other teams didn't know what hit them, and she also played tennis, so it's like, whatever. Anyways, that was nothing art related. That was just a nice memory lane. DOG, they're playing, and now I have to take that out of my video. Oh, spider. Ruining my video. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a painting. It was gonna be a fairy. Also, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm sick or I have allergies. I think I have allergies because I sneezed like 10 times in a row yesterday after going into my room, and I know my room is dusty. So there's that, okay? So, mermaid. I only have now less time, so I'm gonna start. Bye. Ho, you came back. Hello, welcome. Mittens here. Thank you for coming back to me, Swamp. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a week, so good to hear you again. I'd say see you, but I'm not seeing you. I'm reading you. I'm reading your comments. I'm reading that you're there. I love it. That made no sense, but you get it. You totally get it. So I am knowing right now that this is going to be a struggle bus. And I'm trying not to think that way, but I just know that I have a lot of film and I'm going to probably have to delete a lot of stuff in order to get this to export. So we pray for me. We pray and we pray, okay? I'm also working on a vlog one, so when you're hearing this, hopefully it'll be out today, which is Tuesday, and you're hearing this on Wednesday, so hopefully yesterday you watched the vlog video. Oh god, that's kind of confusing. I'm gonna make the vlog. Okay, so I edited the vlog yesterday, kind of, and then I'm gonna upload it today, Tuesday, and now I'm talking about it on this video, which will be uploaded tomorrow. Anyways, so this painting, I just discovered a bug bite on my back. Just discovered it. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell is up with you and the mosquitoes? I know. You think I like this? No, I don't. I really don't. But anyways, so I came up with this idea, after watching or looking through Pinterest and blah, blah, blah. You heard my explanation already. So, when I sat down to paint this, I was like, I'm not feeling this at all. But then I thought about it and I was like, okay, the other day you've been, the last paint with me I did, that picture had been sitting in the sketchbook, just sitting there, and I was like, you need to do it. You need to just finish it. And so I did, and it came out really freaking cute. And so I did the same thing with this one. And halfway through, I was like, oh man, this is garbage. This is pee-pee poo-poo painting. And then I kept going, like I said I would. And I'm proud of myself for listening to me. Good job listening to yourself. And I finished it, and it's very cute. Very cute. I also even looked at some of the pictures I took from when my sister was here. And I was using that as, kind of a reference of, what a tide pool really looks like, instead of just, painting it out of my head. So that came out very cute. You'll see in the end I add some the whitewash, the little white bubbles and stuff you see when the waves crash. It's magical, friends. And I know I've talked about this a bunch, but I really think I'm starting to find my style. I really think it's happening. I'm on the precipice of something great, okay? And so, sorry about that. My boyfriend came in, and he knows he throws off my groove. I just told him that. And if you don't know what quote that's from, you need to figure it out, okay? It's a lovely movie full of I'm just kidding. It's called The Emperor's New Groove. You gotta watch it, okay? A quick cup of coffee, and then we take him out of town and finish the job. That was Yzma, by the way. And now I don't really remember. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get that guy when I go back into the living room. I just told him I was doing my voiceover. And now this house is gonna become a little less full. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so my style, I'm sure if you've watched from the beginning of my painting journey on YouTube here, yes, it's changed. I think. Not so drastically, but it has, and I enjoy it. And now, when I sit down and paint, I'm not sitting down thinking, how am I going to go about this? And usually when I'd sit down and paint, I'd look at, how other people might have done their process, and I'm like, okay, I'll try it like them. No. Not that that's bad. That's great. Especially if you're learning or you're trying to, what's the word? Do, when people say they're, doing a study or something. And I don't really understand what that means. I do, but I don't. So it's you're studying how... No, I do understand, but also I don't. I'm just kidding. I'm just being weird. Anyways, so yeah, you can do a study, whatever that entails for you. I feel like it's probably different for everybody when you do a study of somebody or whatever. So that's fine. But now I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, how am I going to do it? How does Lucy, how does Mittens go about this? And so it's really nice freeing your mind up instead of being like, okay, I'm going to paint it like this style from like this person. And instead I'm just doing it the way I think it should. I don't know how to explain the process of like for example, I have certain artists and I take elements from their style and kind of incorporate it into my own, and I almost feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so wrapped up deep in imposter syndrome that even if I take like a small element or like a technique of how they blend something, I'm stealing. And it's like, that's not, unless I like am doing the exact same thing they're doing, exact colors, exact photo reference, exact everything, you're just trying to copy it, then yeah, that's copying. But it's like, I have to remind myself, hey, if you're just kind of using bits and pieces from people's, processes, that's not bad, okay? Because then in turn, you start using it for your own process, and it kind of, I don't know, though. I don't know. No, what I said is right, but it's just, I need to get my brain to agree with it and not just say it. And that's the hard part, because whenever I sit down, I'm thinking, it's all copying. And it's like, no, I didn't copy anything for this except the position of the mermaid. And funny enough, most of the time when I paint people, not now anymore, because I do like a little kind of cartoony version, I don't paint faces. I don't. And I used to when I was a kid. When I was younger, I was all into anime. And you're probably like, what anime? Yeah, the American kind, because that's all I had. So, like, Pokemon. And I know that's not American, but it played here. So that's what I had. I had that. I feel like it doesn't count, but apparently it does. But Avatar: The Last Airbender. What else? I feel like there's a couple more. Oh, is Teen Titan? I think Teen Titans was considered an anime. Again, the American version of anime. But I used to draw like princesses or whatever. I remember this one princess that I would draw, and it could have been like Princess Peach, but I don't think it was. Oh yeah, I used to play Mario a lot. I guess that's... No, that's not anime. Don't listen to that part, okay? But so I draw this one princess, and she'd have like these big old oval eyes, and I'd draw like a cute like fan and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm an artist. And so I draw a lot of faces, and then after a while I got to like middle school, and I was like, no, we're gonna do like plants and animals and stuff like that. And so then I stopped doing faces, which I never got good at to begin with. And then now I'm kind of going back, and I'm like, well, all those years you could have been practicing and you didn't. Good job. No, I'm not thinking like that, but partially. Don't beat myself up. I'm trying not to. I'm just kidding. I don't really. It's not a big deal. But, you think about it. You're like, oh, all the practice I could have gone. But anyway, so, yeah, I don't even draw faces in general. So, going back to imposter syndrome, I have it. Okay? I have it. Anyways, yeah, so, I don't know. I think I'm on to something. I'm starting to, move away from... What are other people painting? Should I make it like theirs? Instead, I'm like, I'm going to do it my way, and it's my way. So yeah, it's a good feeling. On a different note, what was I just going to say? Oh, well, exciting things are coming up. First of all, the Crystal show, me and my coworker / friend / boyfriend. She's not my boyfriend. There's a comma plus my boyfriend, maybe my mom, maybe a few other coworkers. We're gonna go see a Crystal show in Del Mar, which is on October 22nd, which is technically 4 days after my birthday. My birthday's October 18th. I don't want it to be my birthday. I don't want it to. I remember, I don't know if this is just me. I'm I'm seriously such a sensitive, emotional person. I remember specifically it was I was 13, I was turning 14 the next day. I'm living with my parents, obviously. And I'm like sobbing at night. I'm like, I don't want to be older. I don't want to. And it wasn't because I was like, I'm going to have to work. It was like, I just want to be with my mom and dad and my family. Like, it still gets to me. I'm like, I don't want to be an adult. I just want to be with my mom and my dad and my family. And I don't want to do older people things. And I just want to be with them. But alas, I'm almost 26 and I might cry. Just kidding. I hope I don't. But I don't know. I'm such like a little baby. Like I heard, oh God, am I going to cry right now? I'm really trying not to. This is how much it affects me. I heard this quote. Oh God, the tears are going to come. They're coming. That when you grow older and you're watching your parents grow too. Wow, I wasn't trying to cry. I might be right back, friends. Okay, I'm back. No cry. Only screaming, no crying. I mean, no crying, only screaming. By the way, that's a quote from from a show, and it's called People Doing Things. I'm pretty sure it's a show in the UK. But anyways, I'm gonna move off of that topic just because I'm a big old crybaby, and I don't want to cry to you guys. I don't want you guys to hear the cry, okay? So yeah, birthday's coming up. I think I might do what I did last year, and I used to get embarrassed over this kind of thing, but I don't anymore, just because I'm not embarrassed. Like, okay, let me preface this. When you're a kid and you're like 12 years old, wow, this clearly is a contrast of what I was just saying. You get embarrassed, not that you don't love your parents, but when you're with your friends, you're like, Mom, leave me, like, don't fall, like, leave, you know, like, Mom, Dad, don't come with me. I remember going to the beach. Oh my God, what was I even just saying? I just forgot again. Oh boy, let me listen back, hold on. Okay, I remember. Like, you thought when you were younger it was, like, lame to hang out with your parents. I went through that small phase, yes, even though I was a little crybaby at home. I was like, I just want to be with my mom and dad. But then in front of my friends, I was like, Mom, Dad, you're so lame. I didn't actually say that to them, but I was like, just drop me off and I'll go with my friends, okay? Just drop me off. But so last year, my mom, well, okay, you know what? This is terrible. I love it, okay? The way I'm saying it sounds funky. I love when my mom and my dad spend time with me. And so for my birthday this year, I'm going to do what I did last year and go to the pumpkin patch with my boyfriend and my mom. And then probably later at night with my dad, to like a different patch. I don't know. But then like a couple years before, it was me and my mom and my boyfriend, and we went to the Quail Botanical Gardens in Encinitas, which is really, really beautiful. Like it's right next to the ocean, and so there's one side where it's like next to the ocean, obviously. You know, some plants don't do well with like the salt water and stuff, and this from the marine land and whatnot. So there's succulents on that side. Then you go to like a different part, and there's like the Japanese section where it's all, you know, Japanese native plants and like a bamboo garden. And then you go to like the desert section, then you go to the tropical section. So I think we're gonna do that maybe, but probably the pumpkin patch. And at the pumpkin patch last year, well, every year, there's fields of marigolds, and they're like little fluffy pom-pom balls, and I loves them, and all the pumpkins. And then we got to see like lambs and sheep last year, and it was really nice too because there's hardly anyone there, so it felt kind of more private. And it's in Carlsbad. It's technically called, oh no, what's it technically called? Carlsbad Strawberry Company? Yeah, I think. And then last year, apparently there was supposed to be a lavender field, but I did not see it, so hopefully this year. But, yeah, so big stuff. Oh, and Halloween, you guys. Oh my god, how did I forget Halloween? Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna be this year. Maybe a fairy. I remember I was a fairy like 6 years in a row when I was younger. My mom was like, so what do you want to be this year? And I was like, a fairy. And she's like, seriously, you did that last year? And I'm like, well, this year too. So maybe we'll do that. I saw some really cute fairy wings. I gotta go. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. And if all goes well, future uploads will be Wednesdays. Wednesday's child full of woe. Okay, bye.